That is still setting up. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Coach Cavin Johnson, for joining us. Happy birthday and hard luck at the same time. They don't sound very well, Coach. How do you summarize the 90 minutes?
Good evening, everybody, and thanks for the wishes. I hope God sees me to see till I'm 120. But the game, I thought it was a game of 3 quarters and 1 quarter. I thought Pirates came out stronger than us in the first half, and then they got the goal in about 20 minutes. And again, a little bit of a mistake from my team, but in saying that, I thought we then were able to contain the game in moments, but we came out better in the second half, and I thought we had a penalty disallowed, and then I hit the post with Castillo. But at the same time, the team is playing a lot better than I expected them to play today. And there was moments where I thought if Chiefs had the calmness that I think comes with the brand of Kaizer Chiefs in the last third, then maybe we could have ended up going home with a draw, or even, because it's a home game, even going home with a win. But that's football for you. And today we're on the losing end, and now we're going to a FIFA break, and we probably have to do a lot more work on our players. And yeah, we play for Chiefs. It's a mental game. They employ you for your technical quality, but you have to be mentally at another level, and we have to get them to that level whereby in some moments when you have an opportunity to score a goal, it's not an easy thing. You got to do it correctly, and you've got to score the goal. That's all you got to do. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Members of the media, it's your turn. Allow me to set the clock to 10 minutes. The longer you ask the question, the more you're going to get less questions. Let's go for it straight away. I'm not going to interrupt. I'll just point that the mic must just move. Thank you. Let's go for it.
Good afternoon, Coach Karao from Supersport. Coach, you speak about it's a mental game playing for Kaizer Chiefs. Are you happy with the mentality of the players coming to this game, the body language as well? I saw a couple of misplaced passes and shrugs of shoulders from some certain players. Are you happy with the performance or body language of some of the players? Thank you.
Yeah, I'm like I say, I'm happy, and football is a game of moments, and those are the little things that you have your analysts and you have your technicians outside of you who takes note of that, and we've got to work on that. So yes, some of them I'm not happy with. So we need to up that part of our game.
Coach, yeah, you're saying that the team played better than what you expected, but I would like to get from you, how would you like them to play? A system that you would like to see the team playing. Sometimes you see Saidi in the center and then moves on to the left, and then there's Ranga. But what kind of system would you like to see the Chiefs playing? And also there was a situation in there when Young was still on. He was playing a 10, holding the balls, but the 2 midfielders, Castillo and Mark, were always too far from him. He would hold, but there's no one to make the pass to. How best do you think you can help to kind of integrate the team and play better? Because even in the last press you said the talent is there.
Look, I don't think football is played with systems. I'd like to play 9-1 one day, and then you can ask what system am I playing. So it's about the players' energy levels that help them to support a number 10 or number 9 or the wingers, how they go up and down, how they support the fullbacks. And for me, that's how you play football. Football is not played with systems, but at the same time, when you look at how we played young Mshini today, we wanted him to play a little different role, and more not as a full number 10, but a little bit off the number 10, so that we could get Castillo in at the back. And it didn't work, so we had to do something else. And that's when we put on Modi and Sahil and Shava.
Fortunately, given this times, the scheme's been overhauled like plenty of times, season in, season out, players come and go. But the squad that you're looking at and working with now, do you objectively think that they are good enough, or are they underperforming? Is this a good squad underperforming, or maybe just not a good enough squad?
Look, I think we have enough quality in the team. I just think they have not been given enough opportunities as individuals, and I think the way we assess them, or the way we analyze them as part of the Chiefs family, I think that needs to be a little bit better from myself and my coaching staff, because then we can give them more, we can make them, what can I say, they can be more positive towards themselves. And that is where we'd like to get them, because I don't think you come to Kaizer Chiefs because you're an average player. Because if you did come to Kaizer Chiefs as an average player, then we will make you a better player. But I think we need to get into their skin right now, and they are good players. It's just we need to get the timing right as to how they use the moments when they're in front of goal, or how they use the moments when they're in defensive mode, and what passes they use in order to make the team go forward.
Okay. Coach, hard luck on the result. Bodila here from the SABC. I would like to look at your striker, your point of reference at the top, Ranga. If you can just assess in terms of how has he integrated with the team, and do you think that you were finding what, maybe also what were you looking for from him? Because you could hardly see in terms of interlinking with his midfield and also bringing in his teammates to play with him.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of moments that you can see. We tried to use him, and we tried to use him against Tapelo, and knowing what type of player Tapelo was, the tactic was to keep Ranga as high as possible, because then automatically two players are out of the game. So we have 9 players and they have only 8 players. So we need to bring the ball to him quicker, and that was not happening. So we're happy with where he is, and we just have to, like you, I think somebody alluded to the composure on the ball. We need to be a little bit more composed on the ball. We need to make the right choices when we go and passing, so that we can get the ball to Ranga. But it will take its time, and you see sometimes in the game we're able to get there, but not as often as I'd like to get there.
Coach, we tell your news. Talk to us about Dolly. Is he 100% fit, or is he getting a partial injury?
Oh, Keagan? Keagan is 100% fit, but at the same time he's also still coming back. I do believe he's 100% fit to walk, but then today he got injured. He got hurt. He didn't come off the pitch because he was substituted. He got hurt. I think he fell on his ankle bad, and we had to take him out at half time. But Keagan's okay. He's getting there, and hopefully by the next window, when it's closed, it's now FIFA, we'll be 140%. He's okay.
Can I ask you why you picked Konika over Frosley in the right back role? What was the thinking there?
Tactics, Mr. Jason. In some seconds we knew Hotto would come, and when you look at the game, Hotto didn't come. I think if you look at the game, the first half and the second half, Hotto came very little when Zita was on the pitch. So we put Frosley back in so that we could get something more up front. And by then it was a little bit too late. But I think when Otto and Zita were on, Otto didn't really go as much as he did with all the other teams. So that was the thing. And also because fresh legs was part of the thinking behind it as well. Foster played the whole game on Wednesday, and Zita hasn't played yet, so we need to try and get the fresh legs in there.
Coach, just on the lighter side of things, I saw you walking in and you sort of browse your eyes around the stadium, seeing it full. How was your experience of the first sort of game?
Fantastic. It's just that I lost the game. Fantastic. A lot of people asked me, am I shivering in my pants? I said, no. You never shiver for football. If you shiver for football, then you shouldn't be coaching. So it was nice, a nice feeling. I personally think it should be black and white one side and black and yellow the other side. And then you will see who's got more power. Right now you can't. This is the last question.
Coach, on the environment that the players find themselves in, winning has not been that much, except for the two teams. But the previous matches they won, but unfortunately you lost the one that followed, which was today's match. How far would you say mentally your players are when you look at them, when you do your own assessments? How much of a knock will this be in terms of their confidence when you look at them right now after the game?
I think they looked okay, but from a coaching point of view, I have to assess it better. Because yes, we can say, they look useless, they this, that now. But you can't say that after 90 minutes to them. There's a lot of emotion. Some of them are emotionally drained because they don't want to lose. Others are emotionally drained because they did not play a good game of football according to their standards. You have a lot of the technical team outside of the team telling the players how they play. But in reality, none of us, not one of you in this auditorium, played 90 minutes. Myself included. So to make those assessments from my point of view is actually premature. So I'd rather leave that until I get them in a mood like we have in this auditorium and then feel how they feel, because they all still feel, they all bleed, you know what I'm saying? They all bleed red, so we'll see what happens.
Last one.
Coach, there's been a saying in this country that not everyone can coach Kaizer because of the magnitude and the brand. And as an experienced coach such as yourself, when you come in, are you finding the same to ring true? How are you finding the pressure, the demands at this big institution?
That's something that I found very, very easy. I think the pressure comes from you guys.
And the fans.
Yes, the fans.
Why us?
Because you're right. And sometimes you're right, you. I think it's about the pressure that comes from, because this team is so big and they have so much fans and there's so many of them to please, and people think it's difficult to coach this team. No, it's not. It's about the cloth that runs through this team that we need to respect. And sometimes we don't respect that. We don't respect that this man that sits next to me, what work he puts in. And I think sometimes you must put the pressure on them, because then you leave the team alone. They're not playing the game, but they play the game. But I'm saying, guys, I think it's about going into Kaizer Chiefs, understanding who Kaizer is, who Kaizer Chiefs are, and making sure that the personnel that's within the team know what this brand is all about, know what Kaizer Chiefs fans are all about. And when you're able to get that to certain players, it's a hard task to ask nowadays, because guys, when I'm finished now, you see all the songs, they will be on my desk, and I will be looking at I'll be looking at how many Instagram users are left me, how many people send me DMs. So we really working with a different type of player that you have to teach them a different way, and maybe I can get that right. But I'm sure this team will play better football.
I'd like, Coach, we hope that you will continue with your day and try to enjoy the birthday as well. Thank
You said 10 minutes, this thing says 17 minutes. Thanks, guys.
Yes, sorry.